Hey, I'm going for a walk. I think I'm going to make this one a little bit different format than I have, so join me. Today is going to be an episode things I find in the woods. There's this concrete thing, cinder blocks. If you like the tribute to my passing through here, I'm sure that's why they painted that on here. You can see that it has been used now and again for occupancy. There's holes in it. Maybe it was a porch, loading dock, something like that. We are right near the levee. That is I-64 running on top of the levee there. This would have been in the 1927 flood, or 37 flood. The water would have been pretty close to the top of that. So this was probably under at least 20 feet of water during the floods. This was all the Portland Wharf downstream from the Falls of the Ohio. They'd had the locks for quite a while at that point, but if you've seen my videos from this spring, even a relatively low flood will completely submerge those. The water then was probably up to the top of that concrete structure, I would say. But so you can imagine this was way deep underwater. Oddly enough, where I live is one of the high spots here in Portland that did not get underwater, which most of it did. But there's like a little ridge that my place is built on. It was originally a farm before the interstate. So yeah, it was running along the top of that ridge, and I think that the neighbors on either side of me did not get inundated at that point. A lot of bricks and blocks and stuff from probably bulldozed houses and whatnot. There's more stuff back in here. Somebody's been coming back in here and stealing the fence. See, here's a bunch of bricks and foundation pieces, and that's asphalt. But yeah, this was paved. Oh, I mean, I guess it's still paved technically, but this was probably a street, and we're gonna go down this way. Another block there. So here's some foundation stones, hand hewn, it looks like. Yeah, there's the drill point. I don't know, I guess they might have been using dynamite to get these out of the ground. But a lot of them have tool marks on them, so you can actually see where people did things with their hands to smooth the faces. Mylar balloon back in there. And, ooh, big mud spot. I thought there was another block right over here that had some really good. There's another 1, 2, 3 of them in a row there. Probably foundations for something. What the hell's that? Half a car. It is really pretty nice out here. It was 49 degrees, I think, when I left the house, which is 10 degrees Celsius. I've got it in my pocket. I should probably pull it out. I actually wrote it down this time. But I can't get the piece of paper open. It was 48 degrees Fahrenheit when I left the house, 9 degrees Celsius, 41% humidity, blue skies, sunny. Well, that used to be a path, but a tree seems to have decided to lay down on it. Um, where are any other structures? So where did I get to? Yeah, it's 41% humidity. We got the weather service says we've got an east wind, but it seems to be very variable. It's just light. It was definitely coming out of the north when I was walking down here to the river. Here in Louisville, it's going to be really nice the next few days. Just to tell you how unpredictable weather is, yesterday they were predicting rain and 60s for Monday, and now they've got it the mid 70s and sunny. So, and Tuesday the low 80s, and Wednesday they're predicting rain now. All right, I'm going to stop this until I find another thing in the woods. It's an old piece of culvert out here. It kind of looks like they put a wooden form down, like a big barrel, inside of a hole and then poured concrete around it. It's old aggregate. Nobody uses this kind of aggregate anymore, except for maybe for terrazzo flooring. Is that the right word? Terrazzo? Yeah, I'm coming. It's like, why are you slowing down? Another piece of concrete. I feel as though there's something interesting right up here, but it may be on the other side of the bridge over here. Ooh, crossing that bridge is gonna suck. It's because it's kind of muddy. Oof. Just as long as I don't fall down, I'm walking. Yeah, okay. Well, that was a slightly interesting thing. Looks like some kind of primitive bird skull. And Dakota's decided to be majestic. Just gotta take a look at the golf course up there. Kind of wondering if this is the if this is a natural levee or if this is built up for the golf course up there to flatten it out a little bit. It is a question I do not know the answer to, and I'm not really sure how I would find it out. It doesn't seem as though our park system has a historian, because I've asked about some items and it took forever for me to get answers. For instance, it's not in the woods, but it is kind of interesting. There is a flagpole over in what's called the Great Lawn over here at the far end of Shawnee Park. And back in the day, it was just completely surrounded by baseball fields. And apparently, it used to be the American pastime. And I mean, everybody played baseball. You played it with rocks and sticks, in the fields. Hey, sports ball. Little tradition of mine is to put this in my pocket, and if I get close enough to a green up here, I will drop it in the hole to bother the next people that come through. Hoping that one of them was shooting whatever kind of ball that was that I just picked up. Because sports ball. I do silly things to entertain myself. There's another sports ball. Or no, that's a gallon jug. Or is it? Nope, yep, gallon jug. Which could be a sports ball if you wanted it to be. Just blow it up. Well, I thought there was something right up here to talk about, but I don't see anything. What is that over there? Huh. Let's go see. Yeah, I might not be able to easily get across this mud pile. What's that? It's like an advertisement or something. Okay. Alright, I'm going to turn this off until I find something interesting again. Right, Dakota? Sure, whatever. I'm a dog. I don't talk. Check this out. That's really tall. I guess that they use a roller on an extension to do this, or somebody brought a ladder down here. But I'm gonna guess it's. Oh no, that kind of looks like spray paint up there. It's huge. That's an interesting thing, and it's kind of in the woods. Yet another sports ball that has escaped the confines of ownership. This is, I don't usually walk along this way, but I don't know, something got into me today. Usually I follow the path that's right over there. I can't really see it though very well, but it's long through there. But instead I decided to walk over here. Now back behind us, you can see that there's a high berm on the left, and then this low area, which it seems the last time I came through here, that was full of water and had ducks and geese on it. So it serves a purpose. Woodland wetland, I do believe they call that. There's an object over there which looks like it might be interesting, but it's too far away, so I'm not going to go over there. Anyway, this is kind of nice walking through here. I don't see any people footprints at all. Lots of animals though. Something that's fairly large with 5 toes that are almost the same length. Not a raccoon, so I don't know what that was. At first I thought it was a duck, but then once I started looking closer, I was like, no, it kind of looks like there's webbing, but I think that was just the way the foot came down. And then, there may have been webbing, but it's not the same. That's cute. It's a bobber. It's missing part of its bob. That's the boat ramp. Okay. Maybe I'll find something else interesting here in a minute. Well, she was running to me, and then she got distracted. There's a barge. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to guess that's coal, probably. Who knows? Could be grain. Don't know why it would be going this direction, though. Oh, maybe because there's tariffs, and China's not buying anything from us anymore. And neither is the rest of the world, because our president's a moron. Hey, I did get in a rant. It's not a particularly big barge. I don't really see the monster ones up this way. I don't know if that's because of the size of the locks. Downriver, you see some just incredibly long rafts of those things. Well, if nothing else, it sure is pretty even here. Uh-oh. I think I'm about to run into a ditch that I might have to work my way around. I might be forced to go over there and use the... Ooh, no, I could probably use that tree if this is too deep. No, I can probably just step over this, can't I? Oof. Very soft, though. I don't know if I trust it. Dakota trusts it. Yeah, I think I might try to go over this tree. Nah, there's a culvert right there. I'll use that. So that's the Louisville Loop Road that I was pointing at earlier. It's hard to believe that's one of the most efficient ways to move stuff around, but even going upriver with the amount of power it takes to push that, I guess it's less than a train? I don't know the answer to this. She's loving this weather. What are you doing? Dear Prince. No, I did not say Dear Prince. I said Dear Prince. Now here there are obvious signs of other people in the form of motorcycle tires. And there's more deer prints. All right. Now to look for something else interesting. I think I showed this last week or week before, sometime recently. Still interesting. Have no idea what it is, but obviously had something on it before, or at least seems pretty obvious to me. There are some stones and stuff back in here, but we've got some coming up, so I'll come back then. So these are some pretty serious foundation stones. I guess they're foundation stones. Very flat, so this might have been part of a porch or an entryway, threshold into a warehouse, or who knows. Over there was the entertainment, theme park. You can see there's pieces of concrete sticking out of that pile right there. So yeah, there used to be a huge park up there, and like so many of them, when we decided we weren't going to allow segregation anymore, the owners were like, never, and closed it down, which, I don't know, great. So we get a park out of it. It'd be nice if we still had swimming pools. And, okay, well, that was an interesting thing. Wow, kids out being kids. Somebody called the cops because this obviously can't be allowed. Children unattended having fun. God. They're kind of interesting. I can't tell if these are pylons or if they are part of a fence, because you see it extends up through there. Yeah, I don't know if that's fencing or... See, that over there kind of looks like fencing, and there's a couple of them really close together, but the rest are spread out. Don't know, but it's very interesting. Right, Dakota? Yeah, sure, I'm really interested in it. I'm gonna go find a way to pee on it. Boy, what a pretty day. It's kind of warmed up a bit, so I've ditched the jacket. I'm just wearing my custom alien face t-shirt, which you can order one. I will make it and ship it to you for a relatively reasonable price. Just send me a message. Look at me, I'm selling stuff online, just like a hero. Whoa! Well, 1, 2, 3, and is she gonna go in after him? Nah, she just wants to scare him. Oh, there's another one. Yay, deer. Okay, here's an interesting thing. I'm actually gonna walk back over here to it because I don't think I've ever looked at it closely. Would be interested in knowing what it is. Is that fun, Dakota? I think that was a pileated. I could be wrong. Some kind of woodpecker. So, what is this? Looks like there used to be some kind of panel there. And is it a mausoleum? Is there a graveyard back here? Okay, now it's wood. Huh. I didn't know what it is. It also kind of looks like it could be like, welcome to such and such gardens. Would have been, next to the entrance to a neighborhood. I'm pretty sure there used to be a road, before this Louisville Loop Road. Ran along here. And I've lost my dog. I can hear her, but oh well. Well, that was interesting. That's the theme of today's show. Okay. There she is. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to see something else interesting. What is this? Looks like it's a nest. Huh. And it's been put up here deliberately by somebody. Huh. I don't... Very interesting. Right, Dakota? These flowers smell very good. There's an interesting thing. This looks like a foundation, maybe. And then there's another one right up there, which Dakota's going to give you an idea of its size. So, probably was a house here before the Great Flood. I think 1927 was the flood in New Orleans. Yeah, it was. Now that is not really very interesting. It's just part of the sewer system, but it stands out. I think I started telling about that flagpole that's in the Great Lawn, which is actually, it's probably like right over there, but all the way on the other side of the park. Dakota, come on. What are you doing up there? She's fast. That flagpole, I finally found out, and I mean, I wrote email after email trying to find out what the history of it was, and somebody finally came back and said it was a tribute to World War I veterans who had played in one of the leagues out here before and after the war. Sadly, all of the bronze plaques that had their names on it are gone. There's absolutely nothing telling what it is. I'm really kind of surprised that the VFA, or VFW, the VFW, has not come in. What are you doing? Has not, stepped up to do something with that, because actually it looks like she might have just gone over another foundation that I missed. Oh, there is one. So right there, because there's that sewer thing, but right behind it there's foundation. I don't think there's stone outcroppings here, so that's what that would be. Thank you, Dakota, for showing that to me. You're welcome. Here's my bed. We got over here. It's just a robin. No, it's a blue jay. Kind of hard to see. He's hiding. It's back over there. Yep, it is just fantastic out today. I'm about to finish this up. I'm going to go around the corner here. I can't remember if there's anything interesting up there. And if not, I'm going to end this. And then I'm going to make a second one that is just neat buildings in the west end of Louisville between here and my house. Oh, there's bald eagle. I was hoping I would see one today. Super cool. I don't know how I did that, but hey. Well, one last thing as we come up out of here. Some river cane. Really nice stand of it. Some of them are pretty darn big too. So if you need canes to do something with, here they are. Okay, so that's it for interesting things that I found in the woods, because we are exiting the woods and entering the urban environment. So I'm going to stop this, and thank you for coming along this part of the walk with me, and there will be another one right after this one, so see you that time. Bye. Oh, bye. Release the Epstein files. Thanks. Bye.